Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing an NFT beginner's guide. We're going to be looking into browser wallets to connect to Web3 platforms such as Metamask. We're going to be looking into NFT marketplaces where you can view your NFT and share it with other people. We're going to be looking into how to find new and upcoming NFT projects, as well as the most common kind of minting processes and how you can get whitelisted and find an NFT project and actually mint it. And then at the very end, we're going to be giving a sort of caution on how to not get scammed, make sure that you're connecting your wallet to only trustworthy sites, and little tips to avoid, losing that precious Ethereum. All right, so let's jump into it. So I have a brand new Google Chrome browser and account set up here. So we're going to go through the entire process from scratch, from start to finish, just so we get the full picture and full understanding of how to get things installed and how to get things going. So the most common browser wallet that people use in the NFT space is Metamask. So Metamask is essentially a browser wallet that is used in Firefox, Google Chrome, and it allows you to transfer Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies from your wallet, an exchange, to your browser so that you can connect to sites and have more utility with your cryptocurrencies or Ethereum, whatever cryptocurrency you're using, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to download MetaMask, and it's just going to be a Google Chrome extension. So just like this. So these are the supported browsers. So we can just install MetaMask for Chrome like this. Just add it to Chrome, add the extension. You see, it's a very trustworthy app. A lot of people use this, 10 million plus users. So it's just checking here. And boom, done. So now we have MetaMask, we're gonna pin it. So now you can see MetaMask is in our browser. So just gonna get started. And you can go through this process and set your wallet up. So we'll do a password here. Perfect, agree to the terms of use. So there's going to be a seed phrase on the next step, which pretty much the seed phrase you don't want to share with anybody because then they could have access to your wallet and steal your funds. So the seed phrase is something that you're going to want to save and really control. This is something that you want to have access to, because if you don't have access to it and you lose access to your MetaMask and you don't have the seed phrase, then you're going to be unable to recover any cryptocurrencies you have in that MetaMask, and that account, that wallet, is going to be lost. So the seed phrase is really something important to save, and something very, very important to not share with other people. It's like your secret password. So I'm going to reveal it, and my biggest tip is to just maybe take out your cell phone so we can reveal it. It's not a big deal, it'll probably be blurred out. And just take out your phone, take a picture, and then there you have it on your phone now. You can also maybe make a note somewhere, whatever works for you. So done, we saved it. Now we have to re-enter our seed phrase. So they just want to confirm that you've saved it somewhere. So we'll enter it in. All right. And boom, done. Sweet. So now we have our MetaMask account. So this is the actual website for it. Now you can see we have the MetaMask right here. So we have this, which is the same thing, it's just in the browser. And then we have the Chrome extension as well. So you can see we can pop it up here. We're not connected, but we can transfer Ethereum to this account. And so you can see we're connected to the Ethereum mainnet. If there's other networks you want to connect to, such as the BSC network, you can do that. So you just add the network, and it's super easy. You can just Google BSC network MetaMask settings. And then you can see these. So this is the mainnet and this is the testnet. You would want to connect to the testnet, or the mainnet. So So you can just enter this information here, and then you'd have access to another network. We're going to be mostly using the Ethereum network for minting NFTs, so it's not too big of a deal. All right. So now that we have our MetaMask set up, we're good to move on to the next step, and that is going to be how we can actually transfer money into our MetaMask account. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, so in Canada at least, a very popular crypto exchange is NDAX, and the reason it's so popular is because we can use e-transfer in order to purchase cryptocurrencies. So I'm not going to go through this entire process, but what I would recommend doing is making an NDAX account or another cryptocurrency exchange account which is trustworthy, and then using your credit card or debit card or e-transfer for NDAX in this case to actually go ahead and purchase some Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency you'd want to use. In this case, we were going to be using Ethereum. So all you would do is just log in here, set up an account, and then we can e-transfer some Ethereum to our MetaMask. So now that we're on NDAX and we're logged in, we can see all of the cryptocurrencies we're holding. So all we would do is just send some balance to the NDAX account. So we would just receive the balance and then just choose Interact e-transfer or whatever your preference is. Personally, I use e-transfer, and then just follow the steps for the e-transfer and just transfer some balance into the account. It might take maybe up to 15-20 minutes for the Canadian dollar, the fiat currency, to actually reach the account. And then once it's reached the account, we can go to trading and we can purchase some Ethereum. So all we would do is just find Ethereum right here, and then we can purchase some Ethereum. And you don't have to buy one Ethereum. You could buy like 0.0001 Ethereum. You can buy any fraction of Ethereum, and that's totally okay. So once we have some Ethereum, in this case, I'm just going to use Matic as an example. Let's say this is Ethereum. Now that we've purchased Ethereum, what we're going to do is we're going to send the Ethereum to our MetaMask account. So we can just ignore this. So what we're going to do is just send it to our MetaMask account. So what we can see here is this is the account address for my MetaMask account right here. And we can just click it and copy it. If we wanted to see more information and see the actual full address, we can do that by just clicking the 3 dots and then account details, and then it'll pop up. There's also this QR code we can use if you're using the NDAX app. There's a possibility that it'll give you the option of using your camera to scan this like a QR code, and you can use this to scan it, and then it'll be the same thing. So what we'll do is we'll just copy it to the clipboard, and then imagine this is Ethereum and not Matic. We would just send it, and we would just send it to an external wallet. So in this case, it would be Ethereum, right? And then so it's going to say like Ethereum wallet address. We would input our wallet address that we copied, the amount we want to send. So let's say you purchased 0.01 Ethereum, then you could just put like that. There you go. And then just confirm it. And once again, you can, if you really want to be cautious, you can double check that the address is correct. So as we can see here, the address is correct. It starts in A2A3D86 and it ends in FC5DC. Perfect. So then what we would do is we would just send in this case it is Matic, but we're pretending it's Ethereum. We would just send the Ethereum, and once we've sent it, maybe after a couple minutes, let's say 5 minutes at most, the Ethereum will pop up in our MetaMask account and it will have the balance here. So now it will no longer be in your exchange's wallet. It will be held in your MetaMask wallet. So don't panic when you see that the balance has been drained from the exchange, because instead of it being held in the exchange, it's now held in the MetaMask wallet. And that's totally okay. It's completely safe in here. So now we're going to talk a little bit about NFT marketplaces. So the most common marketplace is a marketplace called OpenSea, but there are other marketplaces out there, for example, Rarible. which act in a very similar fashion. It's pretty much the same thing. They're just NFT marketplaces. However, the most common is OpenSea. And so here you can explore some top trending projects. You can explore any kind of projects you want, notable drops, all these kind of things. You can explore different kinds of projects, so like sports projects, trading card projects, projects with utilities, so that have actual function for Web3, collectibles, art, all these kinds of things, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to make an account. And so these are some other wallet options besides MetaMask, but MetaMask is the most popular. So all we'll do is we'll just click MetaMask and then choose the account that we want to connect with. So in this case, it's the MetaMask account that we made. And so this is also really important to only connect with sites you trust. And so we're going to talk a little bit about safety and MetaMask safety towards the end of the video. But we can this site is safe, and so we can connect to it. And so now you can see if you click your MetaMask, it's actually connected. So it no longer says not connected, it's connected to the website. So if we go to Rarible, for example, and we click MetaMask because we haven't connected, it's not connected. But now that we've connected it to OpenSea, we can see that we are connected. And so this is going to be your OpenSea profile. So you can go to the profile, and any NFTs that your MetaMask wallet holds will be shown in here. And so this is the important part. So when you purchase NFTs, you're not going to visibly see them in your MetaMask account. But when you go to an NFT marketplace such as OpenSea or Rarible and you connect your account, then you can actually see NFTs that are held within your wallet and NFTs that you own. So in this case, we don't own any because we haven't purchased any. But you can go to settings. And so once again, it's important to read these things when you connect your wallet to just any website, because there is scams involving that, and we'll talk about it at the end once again. But this site is safe, so we can sign it. And here we can make a username, enter our email address, kind of put our Instagram. If we have a website, we can do that, connect our Twitter. And so what's cool about Twitter is they have NFT integration, so you can set your profile pictures, any NFTs you own. And so by connecting it to OpenSea, we're able to actually set the profile picture on Twitter as our NFT. So another thing we can do with NFTs is, let's say we're interested in purchasing one of these very expensive but very cool NFT projects. So let's take Azuki, for example. And so these are all of the arts in the collection. And we can kind of browse OpenSea, and let's say we like this one. So we can place a bid on this, which is very expensive. The highest bid is 67,000 US dollars, or 21 Ethereum. And that's a very expensive project, but we have the potential of bidding on here and purchasing NFTs. So this is a marketplace. We can do more than just see our NFTs. We can sell them. We can bid on NFTs. We can receive bids on our NFTs. We can place a buyout. And this is a very useful tool for people who are interested in NFTs. So a very useful place to find NFT projects is going to be Twitter. So you can just kind of go to Explore and type in NFT, and we can search through here and find NFT projects that we think we like the art of, projects that we like the utility of, the message behind them, projects that they have a lot of engagement. It's totally up to you how you want to kind of gauge your interest in a project. You might just really like the art, and that's okay. So a project that we're working on is actually the Swiss Edelweiss Village project. And so this is a property in Golden, BC, and it's actually this Canadian Swiss heritage site. And so the funds from this project are going to be going into purchasing and restoring this Canadian Swiss history. And so there's some utility involved with this project as well, including kind of tours for owners and some other utility. You can go to the site and kind of read about it. And so this is a project that's going to be minting fairly soon, and it's a project to definitely keep an eye out on and check out. But otherwise, we can kind of browse Twitter and check it out. And it's a huge community, so there's lots of projects, tons of different art styles. But once again, definitely check out the Swiss Village NFT project. So let's talk about the minting process. So the minting process for NFTs is usually to get whitelisted, And every project does this differently. So for our project, we're just having people enter this Google form and then collecting their information and then whitelisting that way. But a lot of projects that have a large following will, like, 20s to hundreds of thousands of people following them, will have contests, giveaways, stuff like that in order to get whitelisted. And so that's a lot more competitive. And the problem with that is a lot of people are missing out on opportunities to get whitelisted, and then they can't get their project and they're forced to pay like tons of amounts to own this piece of artwork. And so we're going the route of having people who are interested in the project getting whitelisted. And so the minting process is usually spread up into 3 stages. So there's a pre-mint or a pre-sale, and that's for usually people who have dedicated some time to the project to kind of get their own NFT before everybody. Then we have the whitelist sale, where people who have shown interest and have been whitelisted will have access to purchasing and minting their NFT. And then there's a public sale. So the NFTs that remain will be sold to people who aren't whitelisted, and anybody at that point can purchase their NFT. So the minting process, usually there is no minting page yet because we're not minting. But what you'll do is so for example, let's say this was mint now. So we would click it, we would go to the page that it brings it to. It would ask us to connect our Metamask wallet, and so we would connect it. And then we would choose the amount of NFTs we want to purchase. And then we would click purchase, and then the MetaMask would pop up and it would ask for the confirmation of the purchase. So it's going to spend our Ethereum to now own the amount of NFTs we've decided to purchase. And once we've purchased it, within a couple minutes, we could then go to our OpenSea account that we've made, and the NFTs will be displayed in our OpenSea. And so the minting process is usually random. You don't get to pick and choose which artwork you've made. It's kind of like Christmas Day. You open your gift and you see what you got, and that's kind of the fun about it, right? And so there's opportunity later on, once you've minted your NFTs, to trade with other people or to sell it and purchase another one. But the fun is kind of in the surprise. And so that's the minting process. So finally, we're going to talk about some MetaMask safety and how to avoid scams and losing your money, because you could potentially have couple $1,000 in here with of Ethereum, and so we want to protect that. And so the important thing is firstly to do research and kind of know how to avoid scams yourself, but we're going to give you a couple pointers. And so the main pointer is to only connect to sites that you trust and you really that aren't going to scam you. And so, for example, Uniswap is a very trustworthy decentralized exchange, and this is a site that is 100% completely safe to connect to. But the thing is with this, right, is so when we connect our wallet, connect our MetaMask, it asks us it's going to ask us to gain unlimited balance once we want to. So let's say we want to switch from Ethereum to this token 1inch. And so what this app does is it just allows us to transfer to like our Ethereum to other smaller tokens. There's tons of tokens on here. And this is not super important for the NFT process, but it is noteworthy for safety. And so what we can do is, for example, we don't have this amount in our wallet, but see, we have an insufficient Ethereum balance. But when we would go to actually transfer it, it would ask us for unlimited balance in our MetaMask account. And so unlimited allowance is something we have to be careful to allow certain sites to to verify those sites to use our unlimited balance. And the reason for this is because unlimited allowance allows sites to transfer any of your cryptocurrencies like willingly without your permission. This site is safe, so it's completely okay, but there are sites out there that are just phishing and scamming for people's to accept the unlimited allowance, and then they'll instantly transfer your assets out of your account into their wallet. And these are things that we like, for example, scams that are very noteworthy to be aware of. But once again, it's important to kind of Google MetaMask scams and be aware of the current scams that are going on, because scammers get smarter and smarter, and we want to avoid losing our assets. And that's something that's very, very important. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video on an NFT beginner's guide. If you have any questions, you can comment them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them and keep you guys in the know. Once again, I would really be appreciated if you guys checked out our project, the Edelweiss Swiss Village NFT project, and stay tuned for our mint date. You can also follow our Twitter and stay up to date there. We're going to be posting a lot more art and sneak peeks and different information regarding the village. So yeah, thank you guys once again. Appreciate it.